What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from Classic on Block. I already know. You're gonna say, Erica, it's football Sunday. Why are you doing a show on football Sunday? But guess what? Also, what's happening on my Sunday? I was in not one, not two, but four different groups getting educated about credit, getting educated about business loans, business lines of credit, just kind of seeing what the vibe, feeling the temperature. Why? Because, I do what other people don't do on Sunday. A lot of people go to church. I do go to church, but a lot of people don't sit in Facebook live groups. And what's crazy is I've actually run into some of my classy climbers in other people's live groups. And some of these Facebook groups, I'm telling you, that's how I know you're serious and ready to grow your income and get out here and make a ton of money. Now, I had to bring this up. I was going to do a video on this while I was at fincon, but I don't think they want to go on camera, and that's okay. There were several couples, who had followed the Dave Ramsey plan, right? Pay off your debt, live like no one else so you can live like no one else. They would invite friends over for cookouts and people like, nah, we're going out. And then all of a sudden, they get debt free. And not only were they debt free, their children were going into college and it wasn't a burden. And they started traveling the world. And guess what? They said they lost friends like overnight. They're like, their neighbors won't even speak to them. And I thought, that's crazy. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road. Where real recognizes real and fake, you recognize fake real quick. So they were saying, they were talking about buying a couple rentals. They had 3 or 4 rental properties. And they had some neighbor who had 20. And the neighbor who had 20, unbeknown to them, wife had already let it know, hey, oh boy, we over leveraged. We're swimming in debt. It's not fun over here. But they were buying them in a reasonable way with the down payment, having reasonable payments, not over leveraging themselves. So now that they're out here traveling the world, a lot of these people won't even speak to them. They're like a ghost in the night. This will happen to you as you gain economic mobility. Now, you have to ask yourself, do you want to stay the same so all your friends and family will come over to your house for your cookout? Or do you want to be able to live like no one else? Because here's the real rub. A recession will come. Some of your friends will lose jobs. I know a man right now who is in his 50s. He's always been an engineer. Lost his job. He has not been able to get a job in 2 years now. 2 years. Now, he's done some temp stuff here and there. But 2 years, and he, trust me, is at the height of investing and lots of money being spent on his house. His kids going to college. And again, I keep trying to tell y'all, I don't have any thoughts on that. There's no thoughts on that. Because if you follow actual funding course, I tell you why we have to go little banks. Little banks will tell you all the time. So look, back on the focus. And I'll take some questions a little bit later. But the key here is, as you start elevating yourself, as you start spending more Sundays and Mondays reading, learning, getting more information, going, okay, I can do this, I can travel for free with points, I can do this or that, you start getting separated, the real from the fake. I've even had people say, well, you can just hop up and fly like that, but other people can't. But that's not my problem. Right? And this is how I know people full of shit on that too. I've seen Asia Selden shared today that somebody sent it to her, but I've got multiple people have sent it to me and called me and asked for help, where they spent $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on mastery programs. And I don't have to say the company's name, because if you look on my Instagram, you can actually read the paper and it says the company right there. I didn't block it. Charging you money to learn how to wholesale, learn how to flip houses, learn how to buy rental properties. And right here, you got me, Kara, Charm City Buyers. You've got other people sitting here day and night going, hey, come to our mastermind for $1,000. Come to this event I'm having in Denver for like $200 for a day. Come to this event I have in Dallas for $200 for a day. And it's gonna be me and Terry. And people are like, oh, I don't know. But call me 6 months later, a year later, where they done spent $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, and ain't got nothing to show for it. Now, at the end of the day, I want you educating yourself. But I am trying to help you skip some of like the head knocking you're going to do when it comes to investing. Yeah, buy the funding course. It's priceless. Thank you. I appreciate that. But literally, I'm sitting here going, hey, man, I'll partner with you. I'll work with you. But you got to meet me halfway. You got to show me that you're educating yourself. You're getting your money up. You're getting ready to do these things. And so many times, people will like, oh, I haven't bought any books. I haven't invested in anything. And then they'll go to one of these two-day, $197 Van Merrill workshops, and then all of a sudden they're like, Erica, I spent 30 grand to learn how to wholesale and I don't know how to do it. And then they're the same people up in Cousin Nita's DMs asking her thousands of questions. You've already spent 30 grand, boo. You might as well spend $100 or $200 or $1,000 getting the right education and saving yourself money. You know, this is a twofer thing. It's like, I want you to win, but I can't force it on you. All right? And as you start educating yourself, you can miss some of these mishaps, right? You can skip some of this drama. Yeah, the game is to be sold, not told. I know, right? But so then what I learned was at FitCon, all of these people had been doing the same thing. Yeah, I did this. I spent 20 grand. Yeah, I learned my lesson too. And I'm sitting there with my mouth wide open, about to just be like, what? Why did y'all do this? Why didn't y'all ask somebody? You need friends in those community spaces. You know, if someone tells me, hey, I'm Erica, I want to be a wholesaler, the first thing I'm going to ask is, have you been going to RIA groups? Those are usually free 99. Have you been going on Facebook and joining Facebook groups? Free 99. Have you gone to some of these workshops that are close? Because what happens is, there are other people in the room, and if you're really honest that you want to be moving forward and accountable to somebody, that's where you get it. When I go to Denver October 5th, if you meet with other people in Denver, there's no reason why y'all can't be knocking it out as a team. You know? Or one person's weak, the other person's strong, that kind of thing. October 12th, we'll be in Dallas. I'm telling you, Dallas has got real estate falling out the windows, and I'll be like, come to the event. Let's partner together. Let's work together. Y'all need to work together. I have a couple people flying in. I'm going to keep his name quiet till he gets there. But like, because he's like, I want to see what y'all talk about. And Terry's going to be there. So you want to learn about, you know, stock market and improving your portfolio and having the opportunity to actually take your money and go do something with it. They got an accident over there. Dang. You're going to have to invest a little something. But you got to pay attention. Someone getting you to a 2-day workshop and they're like, yeah, you should totally spend 20 grand with me. I've never asked y'all for that. 20 grand is enough to get you a property in Detroit. 40 grand is enough to get you a property that's renovated and got a tenant in it. Ask the people in my group. They in there. They know. We're closing on multiple properties this week together as a team, as a group. Why? Because that's how you work together. We can all own more and have more rentals and have more investments and have checks going to us and have a K1 form at the end of the year that shows the bank, hey, I'm investing this money. That's where this money's going. K1 form will show, you know, I mean, there's a lot there. Just closed on a $30,000 property. Congratulations. Hit the like button. Smash the like button, as they say. There's 73 of y'all here. 24 likes. Thank you for being here. I know it's Sunday. I know it's a football Sunday. But everybody I ran to at VidCon, I almost got teary-eyed listening to their story because a bulk of them were like needing somewhere to belong to. Period. That's the thing. I've seen them on multiple years, and some of them need somewhere to belong. This is a great opportunity for them to see their friends. It's a great opportunity for them to connect with people who are like-minded and also promote their business, you know. But it was amazing to see so many people who told me the same exact story. I started educating myself. I started becoming a little bit different or following the Dave Ramsey plan, and my friends disappeared. And I go, well, at this point, you need to add new people to your life. You need to add new people to your life. You need to, you know, go to these events, go to these conferences. There's several people I'm booking dinners with in a few weeks in Dallas and Houston and other places because why? I met them at this event. And they don't have to, we don't have to be best friends all of a sudden, but we can actually start having dinners and conversating with people. And that's where the power's at, right? Again, you know, people are spending 30, 40 grand because part of it is they want to get better, they want to be educated, but they just don't know. They just don't know they don't have to spend that kind of money, right? Same thing when I meet people talking about they spent $50,000. Again, I told you guys about my friend. I've talked about it on this channel multiple times. He spent 50 grand learning how to wholesale. 50 grand. He borrowed the money from his parents and took some of it out of his military retirement. Because he got injured on the way out, and they gave him like a lump sum payment. Because, you know, I don't know if you understand how the VA works. Sometimes it takes them a while to get all your paperwork processed. So sometimes it'll be sitting on your money for a year, 2 years, and then boom, they send you a big check. He used that money. He spent 50 grand, part of his parents' money and part of his money, to learn how to wholesale. Now listen, he's one of the good stories. He recovered. He actually was able to make $1 million. Like, basically he was flipping 4 houses at one time. But they all needed to sell, because if they all sold, then he'd have cash money, $1.3 million. But because he didn't, you know, because they're all tied up in rehab, like, he needs all 4 to sell. And that was last year. I told y'all about that. And they did, and he had more cash to work with. But you do not want to get stuck. You don't want to pay too much on the front end for education that you could have got for $1,000. I could have connected him to Cousin Nita. She would have taught him educated, probably flew down here to Austin and educated him for $1,000 in a nice hotel room, you know. And it's sad, because they see someone who's living a different life and they want that, and I respect that you want something different, but you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful out here. Someone contacted me this weekend about, is Terry's course legit? I'm like, duh. Look at Terry traveling the world. Look at these students of hers doing great. Less legit. But, you know, if it was freaking a person online's name, I'm not going to say, and he's sitting there charging $20K, they'd pay it. And some of those same people who paid $20 and $30K have gone to Terry and taken Terry's class because they didn't learn anything. And you're sitting here like, what more do we need to do? Do I need to be on a Lambo? Do I need to have a Brazilian man in the background massaging my shoulders for you to be like, okay, Erica knows what she's talking about? You know what I mean? It's just like, you're trying to understand the logic of people's buying, and I get it. I mean, I get why Grant Cardone's been more flashy this year, because people don't really necessarily want to watch you work hard. They want to see flash. They want to see models and bottles. You know what I mean? So, but you're doing a cash out refi on your 100% owned townhouse. Been looking at multifamilies. Congratulations. Congratulations on your cash out refi, man. And you know what you need to do? You need to start connecting with builders. You see my oh wait, the video isn't out yet, but the video I'm posted, I guess, tomorrow and Tuesday, are when you see me in Houston talking to different builders and wholesalers and actual construction guys. It's connecting with guys like that who can build it from the ground up. Build it from the ground up. The fire community, I mean, everybody, again, people like, again, what I was saying about the FitCon, people like something to belong to, like a community to belong to, and so the fire movement is no different. But what you got to realize with the fire movement, it was a bunch of guys in tech or higher incomes. There's a lot of physicians. If you actually read it, like even at FitCon this weekend, they had a category of blogs from physicians. So doctors with blogs, right? They had a whole award category, and it was because those guys, of course, were still needing somewhere to belong to. There's a terrible accident somewhere over here underneath this bridge. Oh my God. Austin's got some problems today. But yeah, it was like physicians who blog finance award. I'm messing it up terribly, but essentially it was a group of doctors in there hanging out with each other and had started writing blogs because, you know, alternative financial medicine, he's come on the channel. A lot of times the doctors make a lot of income but don't have financial knowledge. They're very specialized in what? Being a doctor. They're very specialized in being a doctor. Like, so the same thing, the lady that just took everybody for their money in Philly, she raised $105 million from all high-end, high-income people. Again, a lot of times people will specialize in making a lot of money in one particular career, and they don't know what to do. So they're just like, oh, 20K, 40K for this education? Sure. I mean, it's crazy. But I'm in these groups educating myself just to remind myself that, again, I was right. You gotta, no matter how many I'm in, and these are people who are inside, on jobs, bankers, people who are doing a lot of inside money stuff, and it's still tied to that personal. And because of that Patriot Act and because of 2008, they're trying to course correct where they went wrong 2008. So they're just going to assume if your personal credit's great, bing, bing, bing. And people are like, but it's separate. But it's separate. I said, yeah, it is. If your business has been a business making money for years, sure. If you got a brand new business, they're looking at that PG. That's just all there is to it. Now, again, that old boy that I talk about all the time on here is 177 LLCs. So he can show them multiple businesses that all make money. So of course he's got a $17 million line of credit. Banks are like, he's got a track record. Again, I'm talking about people with different factors than you. With track record, with money, with connections. And so that's why I take some of these different groups. I mean, I've spent over $50,000 this year in coaching and courses because not only does it improve me, it improves every next step I make. Okay, I have a full team of accountants and CPA, and they're doing all they can to fight on the forefront of tax part for me. Being the defense, right? I can be offense all day and go make more money. But they're the defense fighting where they need to. I mean, I was talking to people this weekend. It was blowing my mind. They had made $2 million. And we're like, yeah, what kind of tax accounting system do you use? What kind of system do I use? QuickBooks, I update it and send it to my accountant. Well, it's so hard. I'm like, you make $2 million and you're sitting here nickel and diming your time and won't pay a CPA or accountant to help you? You're taking your eye off the ball. Your eye should be to know what's kind of going on with your business, know what's going on with your taxes, but have somebody who can fight the full fight for you. Because your fight is making more money. Your fight is getting more income. Sorry, this guy's got a big old truck. I'm like, move. And that's just, you can just tell where people go wrong. People go wrong when they want to, I just don't understand it. But the fire movement is just a community to belong to. A lot of those people made higher income so they could pay off their debt fast. But if you're careful, you got to be careful, because if you're trying to be in the fire movement and you only make $50,000 a year, only thing you can do is get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. That means you're going to live off a very little bit of money. This woman tried to brag on Facebook the other day that she lives with her mom for the past 5 years, so she's going to buy her house for cash, her townhouse for cash. Which at first I was like, congratulations. Well, then she took it up a notch because she's fire movement, and she said, I only spend $10,000 a year. Now, I'm sorry. If you're living with your mother and you have a child, she has like a 10-year-old child she's talking about in the comment, and you only spend $10,000 a year, you're basically your mother's subsidizing your living. That's not you completely living. That's part of your mother's covering something there, whether it's the child's clothes or child's food, the light, the cable bill, something. Because that's not you. You're not living on $10K. I don't care if you live in the middle of Ohio or middle of Kansas. Kids cost money. Braces, eye appointments, doctor's appointments cost money. Boom, boom, boom. Whipping this corner, y'all. We whipping it. Definitely hit the like button while we're here. It's 130 of y'all. 54 likes. I appreciate every single like. Oh, there's church today. Somebody was like in my butt. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to get a good little park here. All right. I'm gonna get right by here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. There are some of y'all comments since I have now parked. Okay. Are you from NC? Yes, I'm from North Carolina. What's up, Jerry Brown? Eric, are you funny with your Brazilian masseuse? I mean, that's what I'm saying. They literally want to see you on a boat, popping bottles on a plane, and I'll do that. Fine. Let's make the silly videos if that's what it takes. I don't have any thoughts on cryptocurrency or Forex at this time. None. Never thought about building from the ground up. 80K enough for that? Was just looking at rehabbing and renting out. You opened my mind to another option. Timothy Walker, it all depends on what city and state you are. I don't know what city and state you're in. Thank you, Keith Wilson. Yep. Erica, you going out tonight? I'm not going out tonight. This is actually my workout shirt. I was actually going to go to church because I go to a hipster church, and I could literally go in there with this tank top and my shorts, and nobody would care because pretty much hipster town in there. You need to buy this lot for me in South Dallas and build on it. Raheem Rogers, email me. I might actually be interested. Depends on where you're at in South Dallas. Is it big enough for me to build a duplex, or is it a single family spot? Raheem Rogers, is that big enough? Listen, is it big enough for a duplex, or is it big enough for one house? Raheem Rogers, if you're still in the chat, please respond to that, because I might even drive up. Aaron Davis, Erica, I'll be at the convention ATL. Which convention? You're going to be at my conference? Did you buy a ticket? Who is this person? Aaron Davis. When are you returning to Atlanta then? Kelly Cole, I'm going to Atlanta September 28th and 29th. If you're inside the Facebook group, only people inside the Facebook group, there's a special coupon for a huge dollar amount off on the September 28th and 29th mastermind, but that's just for the people inside the Facebook group. Y'all, sorry, y'all gonna pay the regular price. Nah, depending on how you feel, message me. I might feel in the mood to give out like 2 discount tickets. Still gonna be paying, but not cheap. Trying to make arrangements to come to Dallas. I need a new circle. Come on through, man. Listen, it won't change unless you change, right? And it won't change unless you're changing who you're talking to. Oh man, I'm not coming to Jacksonville, Florida. Who stays down there? You might hang out with them, but I'm probably gonna do no event down there. You can definitely come up to Atlanta. We're pretty close. What else y'all got in here? What's up, Andre Hatchett? What else y'all got in here? What else has been going on with y'all? But I'm telling y'all, a lot of you, I was at FidCon, person after person after person after person kept saying they lost all their friends. When they started following Dave Ramsey, they started paying off all their debt, when they start, doing all kind of stuff, it just boop, disappeared like the wind. Success on this level requires you losing people you love. Success is not for fun. It's not even success. I mean, literally, these people live in Dallas with the big money homes, $300,000, $400,000 homes, in a neighborhood where people in that neighborhood got money. So you would think everybody would be cool with everybody getting money, but here's the kicker. Some people are living off that credit card debt. Real high. I mean, they living off credit card debt to the death of them, to the detriment of them, actually. Colorado Springs, I hope I see you in Denver. Benny, what? What are your thoughts on Wells Fargo starting business credit? There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot. And again, grab the funding course. There's a lot of banks I recommend, a lot of banks I don't recommend. What's up? God is Noel. All right, it's 132 people in here. Bring me some questions, y'all. It's Sunday, man. Y'all not watching the game right now. You're kind of half watching me, half watching the game probably, so message me. I'll be hey, drive up. Ooh, how about losing family while you game for? Yeah, I can tell you right now, I have some family members I know him. He's not doing it intentionally, but he's been like distant as I don't know what. And I'm like, okay, like, just don't stop the train, right? And again, you got to think about it. Your family always remembers you as that 9-year-old kid, or that silly college guy, or that, the jokester in the family. And then all of a sudden you're in a different position. It has to adjust the light they look at you. Not only that, people, when you start changing, people start assuming they have to change. Like Steve, No Money Steve, was talking about how he saw his mom. She had hyperthyroid. She had lost all this weight, and she went to the hospital. And she thought, for a minute there, thought she was going to die. And he was always Big Steve. Like, he couldn't play sports as a young kid because his weight was too big. So he was in college at 300 pounds, and he saw his mom in the hospital and was like, that's it. That's the future for me. He's like, his brother had always been a diabetic. His father had been a diabetic since the 80s. He was like, nope. If you keep living like you live and being Big Steve, you will die. So he started working out, P90X insanity, start eating better, lost 70 pounds. People were like, oh man, you knew Steve. And he was like, that's right, I'm new Steve. And that's the thing. The reason people are so pressed, and I have to say this, a lot of the manosphere and places you see where men are always like, gym, because physically they can see a difference. See, we all don't know how bad people are doing financially, but there's a saying by Warren Buffett, we don't know who's swimming naked till the tide runs out. And what's going to happen in this recession, and what you see in 40s and 50s, when people get in their 40s and 50s, you see people who are broke, but now the tide has gone out, and now you really see it. And that is part of why you lose friends and family, because while you were making the decision to pay some stuff off and be debt free, and they was out there just cutting a fool or running up credit cards, all of a sudden they're 40 and 50, and now they need something. I remember my aunt, she's my oldest aunt, because my family has a big gap. My grandma was married multiple times, so my oldest aunt is like 70 something, and my youngest aunt is like 50. So the one aunt that's 70 something, you know, she was doing well financially. Like, just, they have rentals, they have a nice house, you know, the government was giving them all these checks because my uncle had got injured, and he had a stroke, and so they were sending all this, you know, surplus, you know, care items, healthcare items. And there was a woman came over to the house. She was 40 something years old, and she drove up in a Cadillac, y'all. She was dressed in her Sunday best, and I remember hearing her ask my aunt, could she get some of the extra healthcare supplies, the pens, the healthcare stuff, because she couldn't afford to buy it for her parents, and they were both elderly, needed Depends, needed diapers, needed all kind of stuff. And I thought to myself, I never want to be a 40-something-year-old daughter driving a Cadillac, brand new. It was like a year old, and out here dressed in the best clothes, but I can't afford like $20 Depends for my parents. I can't afford health napkins and bed sheets and stuff like that for my parents. That's hustling backwards. And when I saw that, y'all, I can promise you, I saw that and was like, I never want to be in that position. And my aunt had like, oh, it's no big deal, you know, you help people. And I'm like, but aunt, I'm trying to say my aunt's name, look at how she's living. She's choosing to drive this Cadillac. She works for the government all these years, and she ain't got no money saved up. That's when you know people are swimming naked. The tide has come out, and now they're hurting. It's a bad way to be, y'all. It's a bad way to be. When are you coming back to Birmingham, Alabama? I live in Anston. Johnny Walton, you can drive faster to Atlanta than I can get back to Birmingham. Anniston, Alabama to Atlanta is what? Somebody pull it up. Anniston, Alabama to Atlanta is like an hour, if that. Because from Birmingham to Atlanta is an hour and 30 minutes. So you can get faster to me in Atlanta at my Mr. Brown event than I can get down back to Birmingham. I attempted to join Classic on Facebook, but I'm still pending. Oh, did you already pay? If you already paid Taryn Darren, send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. I will message the assistant, because he matches it via your emails. Whatever your email says, that's what he goes and looks for. And some of y'all have all these little abracadabras where you got a fake name and a different email. Listen, I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know what kind of scams you're running, but just message me if you try to get in there, if you've already paid the subscription fee and you can't get in. Already bought my ticket for dinner. All right, love it. Can't wait to meet you. Wow, family friends will hate on you. Listen, you already know. This is new to me. This is me now. I'm actually working 100 hours to build capital to invest. Also learning high income skills, coding, and Kim's technical writing course. People are literally asking me what's wrong with me. Wow, Trav. And Trav too, when you start making better income and you got your personal credit looking nice, apply for all your business credit. And don't touch the personal. Just apply for business credit cards, and you'll have more than enough to do all your investments with. Again, in 2-3 years, instead of asking what's wrong with you, they'll ask, hey, can I borrow some money, or can you help me? Like right now, I have a family member who is smart ass to me all the time, but they're in trouble and now they need help. Now they come with a different attitude. So again, watch how people act. Tawana J, I'm torn. I've been researching for a week. I have so many options available to me right now in terms of business. Should I do real estate, stocks, trucks first? Oh, I don't know. That's a difficult question. Are you coming to the mastermind in Atlanta? I mean, here's the thing, you guys. Some of what you guys are asking me in the live, I need so many more questions from you, like so many more answers from you to paste together what's the best steps for you to take. And that's kind of what we do on the one-day workshops, and the mastermind is like just getting you worked down to what's the next step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, because it depends on your reserves. It depends on your time. Are you a big freedom person? What's your flexibility? There's so many questions there. I hate to give a generic answer because somebody gonna say, well, Erica said to do this. I feel bad because then it doesn't help. It makes it more confusing for some other people. But it all depends on, there's several things, several factors when it comes to real estate, when it comes to stocks, committing. Even Terry said some people can commit an hour afternoon. I mean, there's different things you can do. You just have to decide what's your time flexibility look like. Gigi Brown, hey Erica, when you be in Denver? I will be in Denver October 5th. And I see some people have already bought tickets for October 5th and October 12th, which is Dallas with Terry. Shirik Limbrick, I may be saying it wrong. I have a lot in Houston, Texas. I don't have the money to build straight through. Should I start by using credit cards to get this started or wait to secure funds to go all the way through? Okay, so first, there's so many questions there too. The lot you have in Houston, are you going to build a house and sell it? Are you going to build a duplex and keep it? Are you going to build a house and rent it out? Like, what's the game plan for it? You got to give me some more. I need some more data points on that. Help me out here. I have family that are negative towards me from afar. They will smile on my face and stab me back. Well, how do you know they're being negative? Did someone tell you they were being negative? Whoever told you, tell them don't tell you again. I've had to tell my mom. She told me something one of my family members said. I said, do not ever tell me that again. I don't want to hear anything from them. I live in Texas. If they want something, they can call me. That's some good coffee. That's sad on her. Yeah, facts. Mindset is sad. We must graduate from our slavery to ourselves. An hour and 30 minutes depending on how you drive. All right, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. You know what, Johnny? I might give you some kind of discount. If you come on to the mastermind, I'll figure it out. Message me. Message me in the Facebook. Well, if you're not in the Facebook group, message me on Instagram. So, let me know. I work hard every day and I try to maintain my business. They don't support my business, but will go somewhere else and complain about what someone else charged them. I don't know what's your business, Gigi Brown. Anniston is close to Georgia-Alabama state line. It is. I know. Because listen, there was a 6-month period I lived in Birmingham/Hoover, Alabama, working with the Red Cross, and my mom being down there with their reserve unit and driving back and forth to Atlanta because our cousin lived in Douglasville. So I've personally done the drive multiple times, more than me just checking on my truck. That's why I made the comment, like, you can come because it's pretty close. Is a 700 credit score okay? 700 credit score is great. Again, you guys must remember, credit is just a tool. It's just a tool. Like, a lot of people get obsessed with having perfect credit all the time. For what? Unless you're using it to get funding and then using that funding to buy some cash producing or income producing, assets. For what? Yeah, it's fine. It's, credit is something not that you need to just forget about it, but you need to care about it when you're trying to go get a house and when you're trying to go get a car. Now, if you're somebody who's getting ready to change jobs, you need to care about your credit there too. Okay. So I want to, but I might wait for Denver since I am in Phoenix, but I am looking for a property in Georgia right now. Ooh, combination. It's a combination of stuff. So you figure out which one's best for you, because you would have to fly. So either way, you're flying. So make a decision. Let me know. Message me. I don't let my family borrow money anymore. They don't pay the money. Again, here's something I used to not understand this, but I do now. Don't pay money you can't afford to lose. Now, what does that mean? Is anybody in my family worth $500? No. Is any of my family worth $3,000? No. I literally wrote a check for $3,000 so a family member wouldn't lose their house. Because that's how behind they were on their mortgage. And I'm from North Carolina and South Carolina area, so mortgages are $500, $600 where we are. So they have been behind for months. But I was like, no. Why would you lose your house instead of asking people for help? That's all. You know what I mean? You have to determine how is $40 worth them not being your family anymore. It's $50, $60, $70. Again, when people call me, we do these consult calls, I go, oh, my family costs so much. I'm helping my mom, I'm helping these people. I always tell them, listen, if you already know you're going to help your family, you're going to write a check. Not that you're a bank and you shouldn't be. Then you need to go make more money so that not only can you withstand giving $40, $100, $500, $1,000. You know what I mean? You gotta decide. Ooh, gosh, no, that's important. You should be able to help your parents if they need it, but it's also important we handle our affairs so we are not a burden on our children. This is true, but I would say her parents, I can't remember if her dad had a stroke, and then her mom was really strained taking care of her dad, like physically, because they were old, both older. So I just was like, that's ridiculous to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Depends are $20. Adult diapers are, you can get them for cheap. You can get them like at cheap places too. No deal texted. I'm not on Facebook either. I have a tire shop. Gigi Brown didn't. I don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Why even? Don't even talk to them about it. Who cares? Go market your business to more people. Tires? Depending on where your tire shop at, you can go be marketing all day long. You can go get on the radio. Go get on a ESPN men's radio station and buy a 30-second commercial. You know, tire go bad, blah 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 blah, and let that play. You don't need your family to support your tire shop business. Everybody needs tires. Sometimes people have an emergency and need a tire. There's so many ways you can promote that. Honey Chow, any of your trucking groups, partnerships opening in the refrigerator? So let me just make it clear. I was debating on opening one this weekend. I was talking to somebody, but I'm not opening any slot less than $10,000. That's it. If you got $10,000, then yeah. If not, no. If you want to do a JV partnership, now think about it. A JV partnership is what? Half. You're talking about $45,000 to $49,000 trucks. So if you got $20K, you want to partner in half? Sure. But, you know, just for the partnerships, $10K. I'm not doing $5Ks anymore. It's not that it's too little. It's just that I'd rather have 4 people in a truck, 4 people I talk to and conversate on the phone and go, okay, this is what's going on with it. This is what, you know what I mean? Like, connect with. It's just, you know, less headache for me. All right. Shimler, thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. I have a lot in Sunnyside, Houston. I have approved plans and permit to build a townhouse. Should I start by using my credit cards or try to get all the money to go straight through? Again, what were you trying to do? I asked you, I know you're going to build a townhouse. Is it for you to live in, or are you renting it out? Are you selling it? Because if you have approval plans, you can get a builder. A builder can actually come over, build it up from the ground for you, then you cash out refi and pay him. A lot of builders do that. You can literally work with a builder, and the builder probably can build it for $70K, $75K. Again, depends on your plans you have printed out. But yeah, depending on the builder, they probably can get it built for $75K. For real. I mean, I could even go ask Tyrone in Houston, what's the budget cost? Because at the end of the day, you still need a builder. You're going to need a builder. You got approved plans. They can literally build it, and you get refinanced and pay them. There's a million ways to do it. It's just, who's your builder? Who are you working with as a builder? Thank you for the super chat, though. In the end, you'll be alone. Ooh, I stopped completely. Got sick of people being people's free ATM. Ooh, that's a word, Gate 3. It's a word. I'm looking. Duplexes will have financial. Will you have financial people at your mastermind? Yeah, Kelly Cope. Us. Literally, all of us have financed, built, refinanced, and purchased things. Our masterminds stay with lawyers and other people that come. It's not just that, right? Literally, you're looking for numbers, actual numbers, and ways to get your projects done. So yes, the mastermind will have plenty of people there. Dang, you coughing? You okay? Oh, yes, Terry. I'm still coughing. I'm trying to make sure I'm as healthy as I can be, because my family comes in town this weekend and they come hold some babies. So I don't want to give any babies germs. Make peace with the fact your family's not paying you back. Exactly. Okay, Slim Limerick, you plan to sell it. Great. Congratulations. Problem solved. Now what you need is a builder. The builder is going to build that project, and now he's going to put a lien on that house while he's finishing the project, and he can build in, they can build in 4 weeks. They can build, I've seen them build houses in 8 weeks, but most people are going to pay around 4 months. Just keep yourself prepared. Turn around. When you put this for sale sign out there and it sells, that's when he gets his money. Boom and done. Thank you, Timothy Walker, for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for letting me bring this channel to you. What are the top 3 reasons people drop out of your life as you get your finances in order? Ooh, Mrs. Loving. The top 3, they feel like they may have to change. 2, it reminds them of what they're not doing right. 3, they see you being distant, being different. Now you're different, right? It's like if you ever meet somebody who used to be a cop and all their friends were cops. As soon as they stop being a cop, I promise you, ask those guys. They don't see those guys no more. The only people that kind of stay the same are military dudes. Military dudes, military women, if they were veterans or military together, when they get out, they still stay friends. But cops, nurses, when you stop being a nurse, you don't really hang out with a nurse crew no more. That's every single genre you can think of in life. When you change or something about it changes, it changes, right? Like the couple I know, they're still the same people. He was like, literally, we used to hang out every day, cookouts every weekend, talk to our neighbors all the time. As soon as we started traveling the world and coming back home, it was like they would not even look at us. And I was like, that's insane. Oh, thank you, Saw Stuff to Well, for the $50 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I am definitely trying to adjust my schedule to be at the mastermind. I've gained so much from listening to you on YouTube and the consult you gave me 3 years ago. Thank you so much. Please, we'd love to have you come through. If you're in the Facebook group or whatever, again, I posted a discount for the people in the Facebook group. Y'all know what it is. Y'all see the numbers. Orlando Crawford. Erica, I started with a janitor franchise and built a great income. I'm ready to start buying houses. Should I buy cash properties or should I take out loans? Orlando, again, that's so many factors. I don't know what's going on with your personal credit. I don't know if you can be approved. I don't know what you're trying to do. I need some more. Give me some more info. I'd like to win the lottery. Hey, Johnny P, I hear you. Went to a real estate meetup. It was a great compared to previous ones that like to promote MLM. I'm on bigger pockets, learning the basics of real estate and multiple ways to get in. Congratulations. What's up, LaQuita King? How you doing? When will your second edition of your book be out, Miss Living? I have to ask our book editor. I'm supposed to talk to her sometime today, so she'll be getting to work on that. And then I'll add more to it. But there's another book I had written, I threw together, and I'm waiting on her to make it work. Terry David, I can't understand. I am you for 10,000 to 20,000 JV. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can reach out to me again. I might direct you to go sign up with the to get the message me on IM. Yeah. Because if you're trying to do a truck partnership where you're just one of the people in the groups for 10K, then I might put another partnership group up, because there have been like several people asking me when's the next group opening. And right now, old boy's got like 7 drivers. So I know between me and this other guy, they're going to get them. We're probably going to get them. So I need a JV deal. LaQuita King, hey, get in there. Listen, I have 2 other people ahead of y'all for JV deal, and I'm going to ask them this week if they're ready to go. If they're ready to do something this week, then I might partner with them and go ahead and get it over with. C. Williams, what's up, Erica? Hey, Euro McIntyre, what's up? House in 8 weeks. Yes, there's a guy on my Instagram. I think I shared his post. He literally makes a joke. He's like, you can't build a house in 8 weeks? No way. And he literally is showing everybody how he's building a house in 8 weeks. So, and he's in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Why am I following people in Chattanooga, Tennessee? Because I told y'all I was looking for investments in Chattanooga, Tennessee. He might be the guy. You're McIntyre. I'm about to buy a duplex at the end of the year in Los Angeles. Congratulations. Gina from Pasadena. I like how that goes. Where's Pasadena? Is that north or south, y'all? California. Because I'm going to Oakland. And I'm going to LA in November. I promised y'all I'm coming. And I am going to do not only one in Oakland, I'm going to do one in LA. And I'll try to do LA on a Saturday. Oakland, I don't know. It's going to be a Saturday or a weekday. I apologize in advance because I know some of y'all got to work. Okay. What's the name of the podcast from the woman you mentioned on your FidCon video yesterday? Monique is her name. Is the podcast real estate related? Oh, which one? Monique. Which one? Which one? What is the name of the podcast from the woman you mentioned on your FidCon video yesterday? Monique. Which Monique? Help me out. I'm trying to think. What was I doing, Gina, from Pasadena? Was I being interviewed or was I interviewing somebody? I've been like juiced up on cold medicine the past 4 days, y'all. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like was it the podcast I did? Was the lady had like real small like haircut down to the scalp? That was a lady out of Arizona. Wait, hold on. Out of Florida. Rock and Roll Rebel podcast. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I've literally been sick. Build a home in 8 weeks with precast concrete homes. It wasn't a concrete home. It's a guy in Chattanooga. If you see it, he's a guy in Chattanooga. Military is kind of a lifestyle coach, so I can see why. Yeah, Brandon. Like my mom has people who will come up into Fayetteville, and literally they'll see her, ain't seen her in 10 years, like, "What's up, Sergeant Grant?" And they'll just get to eating lunch and having and laughing and talking like nothing's been different. I see it every time. And military is the one space where that is just a camaraderie that's unmatched. I meet men all the time who say when they get out, they're like, "I'm so ready to get out," and then they go, "I miss the brotherhood," or whatever. So I hear it all the time. Wow, thank you guys. You guys are really supporting the channel today. $25 super chat. Taryn David, interested in $10,000 or $25,000? So the $10,000 slot would be a part of the group partnership. So I would open that group up to like 4 people max, usually 4 or 5 max, that each have 10K, and I would let them be in another truck deal. If you got 25K, that's me and you partnering half on a truck. And we can probably get that truck rolling in a week, because I've been lucky enough I've partnered with one guy off our group. We have a yellow truck. It's rolling. Finally, this week I'll get all the settlements from it, because they've been kind of having us delayed. I don't know what's going on with that. But also they found more drivers this past week. So they've opened up the door with some more drivers. So it's a great time to get a truck. Where else can I find information on Mastermind the cost? I'm not on Facebook. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kelly. Is any of the moderators in the comments, Andre, Hatchet, anybody, can y'all post the Mastermind in Atlanta? If not, I'll post it after the video renders. I'm sorry. Again, I've been a little sick. I'm trying to sit out in the sun and get the sun to feel better. Thank you, Gigi Brown, for the $10 super chat. Y'all supporting the channel today. Congratulations. Looking to invest or partner to buy some real estate, i.e. duplex, fourplexes. Would like help getting started. Gigi Brown, what city or state are you trying to get started in? Does it matter? We're doing some projects here in Houston with some duplexes. Also, Raheem Rogers, I never heard again from you. If you got a lot in Dallas to sell me, South Dallas, hit me up ASAP. Yeah, I'm looking, because I have builders now. I have people I'm working with. I have builders I'm working with. And get the funding. I'm ready. Let me know what type of help you'd like to get started, or where you're trying to build it. Real estate is too risky. Ooh, Johnny P. No. No, Johnny P. No. Please excuse it. Change the plexi. I saw that. I was worried about it. Kimco EDU. What's up? Oh, Johnny P. You know what you've earned yourself? Let me see. Anybody in there? Any of the time Johnny P out? If anybody's got their authority today, go ahead and time him out. Doug, time out, Johnny P. He tripping. All right, Southern. Oh, Pasadena is in SoCal. SoCal? Doug, if you can, go ahead and time Johnny P out. You thought her name was Monica at first? She does a part. Oh, Monica! Monica Ham. Haim. Monica's very low key, but she has her podcast. I've been on it. Essentially, her name is Monica Ham. Haim. Her husband's Australian, so I can't remember the last name exactly, but she does a great, and she's very low key, and she's in California, but she don't live there, because her husband's Australian, so they go to Australia, they travel the world, and she, same way. She goes to events to hang out with people and see people and all that stuff. Thank you so much. Video I did with Kendra. Doug, don't feed the crow. Doug, time him out. Time out, Johnny P. Personal credit is 680. I have cleaned up a lot of my credit recently, looking to buy a duplex. 680. Why isn't it 720? Is something holding you back? Is there a collection on there? Is there anything? I mean, you still can get funding for sure. You can still get real estate funding. I mean, what I try to get you guys to understand is, if you own the lot that it's on, you can work a lot more different types of deals. You can work with a builder. You can work with other people. All the builder's gonna do is put a lien on it. Then when y'all sell it, it's sold and keep it moving. Your goal at that point is should be go get my funding course, because I literally talk about how to keep getting funding, and I educate myself all year long on different things that are happening in the funding community. So if I have to change things or add them, I can. Hey Erica, I'm in C. Williams. Hey Erica, I'm in Group J, Houston. Can I also do a 50-50? So there are a couple people in line. If you're in Group J, you're in the Slack, message me from the Slack group. And if you can't message me from Slack group, email me at the email you know to email me, so I don't say it here so it gets flooded. But yeah, there's one other couple that's it's like at the top of the list for a JV deal. But other than that, there's two. There's one woman out of Florida and one woman out of another area. They're the top two people for JV deals right now. But I'm flexible. Let's get it moving. Hey Erica, do you have the details on JV partnership for trucks? Ricardo Roper, if you watch the video, the intro video I have for the Grandview group, it's the same. You're still going to be quarterly. You're still going to, well, let's be honest. If you're doing JV deal with me, most people we've talked to JV, the one dude I'm doing JV with, we've decided at the end of the month, I'm just going to cut him half. Whatever the truck pulls in and payments come in, he gets half, whatever that is. And keep it moving. But that requires me to start a different LLC and all that good stuff. So when it comes to the JV deals, you have to message me. Message me on Instagram right now while I'm thinking, and then I'll send you over to the email. So, Erica, I do not have that link. Oh, can you email me? I sure can. I'm so sorry, Doug. I'll email you in the future for that. I apologize. But it's the mastermind that's on the Instagram page. I'll get it out if the video renders. Hey Erica, this is a very good subject matter. NC, thank you, Overflow. Thank you so much. How do we get in these investment groups? I didn't see on it. So Tawana J, on my Instagram page and on Facebook, I've been posting a link where it says, if you want to learn about the investment club, you have to go there and click it. We email you in 24 to 48 hours. And what it does is it allows you to see kind of the club and the system and the process. And that's because we try to follow the SEC rules about how to communicate with people who are non-accredited investors. So that's why when I'm on the channel, sometimes I don't think I'm being vague. I'm not. I'm just trying to be very careful about not breaking the law. And that's why I made that course, How to Create Your Own Investment Group, because I saw so many people blatantly breaking the law on Instagram and other places. And I was like, you're not supposed to do that. That's not how you're supposed to do that. And that's worth. I just rewatched your tax lien course again. Tax leases. It is. Listen, the tax liens, I've sold like 100 this week. So people are getting ready. I was like, who are these people? Who these sales come from? Who are these people? I almost got up and did another tax lien video this week because I was so excited. I'm like, oh man. But again, that goes again to like passive income. You can create a course and people buy it forever. So, but yeah. Tax lien season is again, what is October, November, December? If you've been watching my channel, October, November, December is when the money is to be made because people aren't paying attention. Tax lien season, tax deeds, everybody got their mind on. Thank you so much, honey child. Everybody got their mind on Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I'm telling you, it's a wonderful time to stack your money. It's a wonderful time to buy plots of land. It's a wonderful time because people don't want to pay taxes next year on them. And there's several factors. You can contact people and they've been like, get out of my face in January, but you call them in December. Oh man, I need that money. You want to still buy that land from me? Yeah, sure do. And they'll take that money. Yes, honey child, Monica Ham. I went to the link, posted, but didn't see anything in Mastermind. It's okay, Kelly Cole. I'm going to put it on after. Texas must be cooler. It's hot as hell in Lucifer City. To get out. Where are you at, Ganja? Good evening, sis and chat. Going to watch the replay, but I literally having this debate today. I'm going to have to be quiet about my financial. Listen, y'all think I'm joking, and I think y'all see me go to these conferences like, oh, Erica just be going to conferences. No, I literally go for the conversation and the dinners and the networking. Like literally, people ask, why do people buy the virtual pass for FidCon? Because you don't even be in the room. You don't even go to listen, you're supposed to go to all the little sessions and listen. But 9 times out of 10, if you really go to FidCon like you're really supposed to, you'll be in the hallway talking with somebody for 30 minutes. And then you'll be like, oh yeah, my session was over there. Like, it's so funny because literally the dude Tim Smoyer, who's like #1 on YouTube, was in a room talking, but I was in a hallway talking with 5 people. I was like, yeah, I'm running to the bathroom. And I literally got stopped, ended up talking to 5 people for 30 minutes, and was like, all right, I got to go back because Tim Smoyer, who's #1 on YouTube, is talking in a room I was just sitting in. But that's how powerful the conversations and the connecting there is. I'd rather be in the hallway and connect with those people, because I already tell you right now, 1 or 2 of those people we're connecting, getting ready to do an investment deal and some IT stuff. It happens that easily when you go to these. And not only that, it's like the conversations are easier, right? Because you know, when you go home, you try to tell your family about some kind of investment idea, and they sitting there like, oh my God, I don't know. Sounds risky. And then you tell these people at fincon, they're like, oh yeah, I'm in that too. I'm in this. I'm in that. It's not even a surprise. They be on it every day. Rashad, how can 5 people profit from 1 truck? I believe in what you do. I just don't understand how. So Rashad, based on what I just told you earlier about the SEC rules, go, when this video renders, go click on the link so you can watch the intro video so you can see how the math breaks down. Because after everything's said and done, if a truck's making $1,000 to $2,000 a week, you don't think 5 people can profit off of that? You check your math, baby. Do the math on a calculator. Break it out for yourself. All right. I need to research fincon. Yeah, fincon. I mean, everything y'all see me go to, I think I did several videos now talking about conferences. Between fincon, VidCon in California, Vid Summit. What's the other one I was talking about? What's the other one I'm always going to? Dang it, I forgot. Oh, some of the travel conferences. 10X with Grant Cardone. These are pivotal conferences that people say, oh, you're spending money going to these. But it's the people in the room. So, I'm not saying Grant Cardone isn't what I come to see, but like the people in the room. Who has your money? Other people. Money moves around our economy like this. So who has it? Somebody else. So you go to an event, I got 20K, you got 20K, yeah, let's buy a truck. Boom, done. I got 20K, you got 30K, let's go build a duplex over here. Boom, done. I mean, it's literally like that. It's literally like that. Can you post the link to tax link course? I can. I'm going to make it. If you go to that link Doug posted where my courses are at, it's in there. But I'm going to make a note because I'm starting to feel a little coffee again. So I'm probably going to go get some cough syrup. And I'm going to go to 7 o'clock service, church, because I clearly am not going to make it to 5 o'clock service. And I'll post it in the video. I'm going to make a note right now. Tax lien course. Investment group. Okay. Peace. What's up, Doug? Thank you. Tax lien. No ganja. Tax lien. Go back and watch our playlist on tax liens. Because tax lien and tax deeds are different, but it's a whole another video. We're not going to do that today. You can watch the playlist of videos. But I just want you to mentally prepare yourselves. And there's been over 350 people come in and out of this video while it's been on. So thank you guys. I know it's Sunday. I know football's playing. I know you ain't got time. You're like, Erica, the football game. I get you. I feel you. I just had to bring this out, and I want to tell y'all that you're not alone in that. You're not alone when people are backing away from you as you make these positive. Look at Dave Ramsey people. Look at the FIRE movement. When you start making positive decisions in your life and changing your life, some of these people will literally walk away from you. They will literally go, no, but I want to hear it. Why? Because you're making them change. There's been study after study show you where bigger women have been like a group of friends of all bigger women, and one woman loses like 70 pounds and they stop being friends with her. Study after study, because what will happen, it means it's possible. You could lose weight. You could do this. Even now, when I told people I got a personal trainer and a chef for a while, I didn't like some of her cooking, so I had to get a different one. People were like, oh, you ain't got to do that, Erica. You ain't got to love yourself, girl. You ain't got to do that. Why don't you just go walk around your neighborhood? And I go, well, if just walking around my neighborhood would have solved the problem, wouldn't it have solved it already? You know? And so I don't, again, there are people sitting here for years trying to lose the same 20 pounds. I've talked to people who every day they tell me about their workouts and they're doing stuff, and I go, listen, honey, clearly what you're doing ain't working. Because if it had, you wouldn't be telling me about this same goal for a year and a half now. You'd be on a new goal. You're on the same 20 pounds you've been trying to lose for a year and a half. I'm tired of hearing about it. Next goal. Next goal. Move on. Next goal. And you can tell when people don't have no goals. They on the same 2 goals forever. You got to get some more bigger goals. Bigger goals. I've lost 98% of my friends when changing my life over the last 10 years. I'm naturally a lone wolf, but I have to get comfortable going to network. You do. You do. Alone the wolf dies, but the pack survives. Game of Thrones. Quote from Game of Thrones. But I'm for real. I mean, listen, like, pay for help. Exactly, Andre. Pay for help. I mean, some of these people are, what's his name? Kevin Samuels out there offering help for men, helping them with their wardrobe. I can promise you right now, I know 2 men who changed their wardrobe and women was looking at them. They the same nerdy engineer that we knew at church all these years, but they changed that wardrobe up. One of them had started lifting weights. You were like, oh, excuse me, who's that? Again, thanks for getting me emotionally ready to friends to drop off. I'm telling you, listen, watch this. And this is like low level. If you next year, 2020, let's say y'all just invest in one thing, one rental property, just one. And then you go to the 10X conference, you go to fincon, because we're going to be in Long Beach next year at fincon, and some other conference in the summer. I don't care if you pick Elevate or what's his name with the bald head, Steve Harvey conference, something. Just pick 3 conferences and watch your family be like, why are you going to all them conferences? You done bought a house, huh? I'm telling you, it's like the energy, your energy from your body. The energy from your body is different. And so what that requires is, that's why I tell people to go on meetup.com, go on meetupgroups.com, and go on Eventbrite. If you spend an hour today, this is your assignment. Next couple weeks, I'm going to keep saying this to y'all. This is your assignment. Go on eventbrite.com. Go look at what events are happening in your city and look at the times they're doing it. There's one investors group that meets at 10:30 for pancakes on a Tuesday. Who is meeting you at 10:30 on a Tuesday for pancakes? Retired people, people with money. That because most people's schedules are what? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, let's meet this weekend. Always on the weekend because they what? Work Monday through Friday. Go on Eventbrite and look at some of the meetings. Where do you meet at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock? Look at the moms. The moms meet in the daytime. All that stuff. And so what you have to decide is, once a week, you're going to have to start adding a different event to your schedule. When I'm really home, when I'm not traveling like I'm doing right now, and I think y'all think, man, Erica's traveling all the time. When I travel, every time I travel, I close a new deal or something else big happens. But when I go home, I'm telling you, it just blows up. So, and that couple, I'm trying to bring them on, but literally they were the wife and the husband had got on the same page. They were Dave Ramsey in it. And the wife called the husband at work and said, oh my God, honey. I can't remember what stock they said. I don't know if it was Bank of America. No, American Airlines. This is the best part of their story. American Airlines was 27 cents because it had fallen, right? But the husband was like, there's no way they're going to let a company called American Airlines go under. The wife and him bought 1,000 shares of American Airlines that day because she called him at work and said, we got to do it. Move some money out the account. We've got to buy 1,000 shares of this. And then years later, they use that money as down payment on their house. I mean, they have a great story. They have a great story. And I love it. I want them to come on the channel at some point and share it. But I'm telling you, live like no one else so you can live like no one else. Let me see what else y'all got in here. Oh, it's going on 1 hour and 3 minutes, so we got to wrap it up. Pay for a specialist. It will save you time on things you want to know. That's right. That's true. I don't miss people, including family, that act strange. It just shows you how people really feel. Keep it moving. Andre, people think information is free. They don't have to pay. Sometimes you need an expert to help you separate dirt from diamonds. Oh, it's not even that. I mean, I know people pay. Literally, I just told y'all at the beginning of this video where people are paying $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 just paying on people. I finally hit a milestone on Robinhood app day. I bought 100 share of AT&T stock a few weeks ago. Congratulations. Do you have any... What? Into trademarks and patents? No, I don't. I sound some events at 6:30 in the evening. Yeah, that's good. Do I know anybody? No, I don't. I don't know anybody on trademarks and patents. But I'm in a couple different Facebook groups, and that I'll bring some of that information to the people in the Facebook group, because I'm telling you, I just always like, I literally paid over $50,000 in coaching and events and counseling and all kind of stuff to get more business knowledge that could apply to my life. Like, little tweaks will change your whole life. I promise y'all, little tweaks. But okay, I gotta go. It's been an hour, 4 minutes. I'll put those links under this video when it's done. Thank you everybody who supported the channel. They had over $104 in the super chat. There you go. 1,000 shares of American Airlines is $27,000. Yeah. And so the wife had to call the husband and say, can we move this money over? Because they were selling for 27 cents. And years later, that money, American Airlines, I don't know the price of the stock today. If anybody knows it, put it in there. But they sold this a couple years ago. But put the price of American Airlines stock in there. Ah, there you go. She went to was it in Chicago with Rashana Scott and them? Thoughts on Airbnb business? I've done several videos with Kendra Barnes on this channel. Airbnb business is great. Want to learn more about it? Come to the Real Estate Mastermind in Atlanta. Annette's Worth, what's the price of American Airlines stock today? If anybody could put that in there, it helped me. I know there's a 30-second delay, so go ahead and take y'all time. But yeah, you went to Downing Brothers. I actually want to meet them, the Downing Brothers in Chicago at some point. American Airlines stock right now is $27.80. So imagine them buying it for 27 cents. Let's do the math here. If they bought 1,000 shares at 27 cents, and now American Airlines is at $27, okay? Y'all do the math. They won big time. They bought it when it was 27 cents. They 10x their money. So anyway, because why is the price slightly different? What Sherlock Holmes? Oh, I don't know. They may be all looking at you're talking about the price? They may be looking on Yahoo Finance, or I don't know where you're looking. But anyway, so yeah. But that's basically, I just had to share that. But anyway, you guys, thank you for supporting the channel. Again, Denver, October 5th. Yeah, Denver, October 5th. Dallas, October 12th. Terry's going to be on the event with me in Dallas. And then in Atlanta, September 28th and 29th, which is coming right up, you guys. Make your way there. It's me, Charm City Buyers, and Kendra Barnes. Be lit. Later, you guys.